What position do you play in? We don't know because you're all over the pitch. Every time I look, you're just there.
So Liam, the main position I'm meant to be on the pitch is in the half forward line. So be it on the wings or either in the centre. But I suppose the role I've been playing with Mick, I'd probably drop back a lot to help out with the defence. But sometimes I think my own teammates could be wondering where I'm meant to be positioned because, as I said, at any given moment throughout the game, I could be found anywhere. So, but my main position is in the half forward line.
Hi Lindsay. After all your hard matches and all your training, what tips would you give to your 10-year-old self playing with the Harps? Catch this.
Hey Emma, that's a really good question. So the advice I would give to my 10-year-old self would be to keep practicing my skills, but for me it'd be focusing on my weaker side. Obviously with Mick now, it's something that we do a lot of work on with our skills development, doing complex skills. So for every training session, we'd be doing plenty of solo and kicking and hand passing using our right and left side. If you're in trouble in a game, it's always much easier to get out of if you can use both sides of your body. And I think it's such a fantastic skill of the game, being able to kick off both feet. So the advice I give to any younger players would be obviously to keep practicing your skills, but make sure you're practicing using your right and left foot.
Hi Lindsay, this is my question for you. What makes you nervous before a match and how do you deal with the nerves?
Hannah, so in terms of what makes me nervous before a match, I suppose going into the championship last year against Donegal would have been kind of very nerve-wracking for us because obviously the championship was a lot later because of COVID and we hadn't really played any games prior to that, so we were kind of untested and we were unsure what we were going to be up against Donegal. Obviously we knew they were a very good and strong team, so we needed to be on form for it. But the only thing that you can do for that is just obviously making sure you're getting a good warm-up, that you're setting the tempo early on, and then within the game it's always just comes down to doing the simple things really well. And then if something goes wrong in the game, if the opposition gets a goal or if something goes against you, all you can do is just reset again, try and put it behind you and just work on the next ball or the next score. And again, it just always comes down to trying to do the simple things really well and not overcomplicating anything.
Hi Lindsay, do you get nervous before a match? And if you do, how do you get rid of the nerves?
So Jared and Nika, yeah, I absolutely get nervous before my games, and I think the bigger the match, the more nervous I tend to be, but I'd be worried if I wasn't nervous because I think nerves before any game are good. I know for me they definitely help me focus and concentrate on what I need to do. But the biggest thing in dealing with that, I suppose, for me was just making sure I have my preparation right. So the night before the game, making sure I have all my gear ready. Then nutrition wise, just make sure I'm eating the right foods, getting plenty of fluids on board, and the same thing the next morning, making sure I'm getting the right food on board in the morning. But I suppose the main thing that helps relax me before a game is just getting around the girls, because I know we're all probably nervous and in the same boat. But once I have my prep done and then I'm with the team, I'm a bit more relaxed because I know then we're just all looking forward to the game, to getting out and just having fun on the pitch.
Hi Lindsay, I want to know how you prepare the morning of.
Elvie, so when I'm preparing for the finals, I treat it like any other game. I stick to my same routine. I always like the day before a game going out for a swim in the sea. And my biggest thing for me, I suppose, like I said, is just get my preparation. So make sure I have all my gear right. And again, just food wise, make sure I'm getting the right nutrition on board, plenty of hydration, and obviously a big thing is getting plenty of sleep before the game. But for me, it's just sticking to the same routine and treating it like any other game.
Hi Lindsay, I know you have a very strict diet, so what's your favourite sneaky snack?
My favourite sneaky snacks, Sarah, probably too many to be honest, but I love any chocolate with a cup of tea or even a jam donut. And if I'm being really, really bold, I love a Thai takeout. But everything in moderation is okay, but just don't tell our nutritionist.
Hi Lindsay, my question is that my happy place is on the beach and the pitch. What's your happy place?
I would have to completely agree with Jaquiva. My happy place would be on the pitch and on the beach as well. The pitch because I'm surrounded by all my teammates. We're out having fun and playing a game that we love. And it's even better when it's a big game and all your family and friends and then supporters from your club come out to cheer you on. It's a very special place to be. On the beach as well, I just love going down to the water for a swim. Again, you're out with your friends, you're having fun, having the chats, and especially when the weather picks up in the summer, I love going out with my friends on our paddle boards. And just again, it's just all about out having fun. So I would completely agree with you. Great question.
Hey Lindsay, what's your luckiest number to play with?
Hey Lindsay, what's your favourite match?
Lily, I wouldn't have a lucky number as such, as our positions change from game to game, but I suppose with Mick, the main positions I have been the past few years have either been on the wing or centre forward, so my favourite numbers would probably be 11 or 12. And Callum, I think my favourite game ever would have to be the 2019 All-Ireland final, and not because it was our particularly best performance, but I think just for the weekend that was involved for Dublin football. Obviously with the men going for 5 in a row, we were going for 3 in a row. There was over 56,000 people at that game, even though the weather was absolutely miserable. I had a good game and got player of the match that day. And as well, a very special moment for me was being able to go up and collect the cup with my niece Quiva and one of my best pals on the team, Siobhan McGrath, which I have the lovely picture up on the wall. And I think even after that game, having the joint homecoming with the men in Marion Square was a very special moment for us to be part of. So yeah, the 2019 All-Ireland final would have been definitely one of my favourite games, just for the special memories that I have from it as well.
Do you get nervous in front of a big crowd?
So Maeve, getting nervous in front of big crowds probably isn't something that happens to me anymore. Maybe a little bit when I was first starting off. But now I absolutely love seeing so many people to come out and cheer us on, especially in the 2019 the semi-final and the final. Having so many supporters out was absolutely amazing. And I'm always very lucky with Scaries to always get such amazing support. But when you're a player on the pitch and you see the atmosphere with the more people there is, it's just amazing. And it's probably something I definitely would have missed last year because of COVID. Obviously we would have had no spectators. So it was a completely different atmosphere. But I suppose for me, I'm at the stage now where I absolutely love playing in big crowds. I think it's a very privileged place to be, having so many people there to support you. And the more people there to watch us, the better.
Hi, Lyndsey. When do you go into the bathroom when you're at the match and the match is on?
Anya, thanks for the great question. I think it's probably every manager's worst nightmare if they're over a ladies team and having up to 30 players needing to go to the bathroom right before we go out on the pitch and delaying the warm-up. And I think we've caused Mick a bit of stress over the years with it, especially if we've been travelling down the country on team buses, needing to take pit stops along the way and delaying our journey. But I suppose it's something that I always try and do right before I go out on the pitch. I run into the bathroom, and on occasion I've even been known to sneak off during the warm-up to run back inside. So just always be making sure you're going before you go out on the pitch, I suppose.
Hi Lyndsey, how do you run so fast?
Thanks, Cara, for saying I run so fast, because I think the older I get, I'm getting slower. But when I was younger, was very active, and I would have played kind of all sports and done athletics. But I suppose now we would have a fitness coach on our team, and he would be doing different fitness tests and plenty of running drills throughout the training session. So that all kind of contributes towards keeping all the players on the team nice and fit. I want to thank everyone, all the kids, for all their amazing questions. I hope everyone's staying safe and well, and hopefully we'll all see you down the club in the coming months.